Here it comes. Called strike three, and Schwarber is thrown out of the game, and he had zero issue with getting thrown out. Making it very clear, you've missed him inside, outside, up and down. Kyle Schwarber thrown out after being punched out by Angel Hernandez. And Joe may go too.
April 24th, 2022. Sunday Night Baseball. A 1-0 game. Bottom of the 9th inning. Kyle Schwarber gets rung up on a borderline 3-2 pitch by Angel Hernandez. Gets his bat, fires his helmet, and then uses both hands to show an umpire exactly how bad he has been all night long. Both sides of the plate, above the zone, for both teams. The ESPN broadcast crew had his back in real time. The data backed him up after. Hernandez missed 19 calls that game. He called a strike to Gene Segura that was 6.5 inches off the plate. And when it was all over, Hernandez walked off, collected his paycheck, and came back the next day. Because in 2022, there was nothing anyone could do about it. In 2026, that changed forever. The Schwarber moment was not an anomaly. It was a tradition. For 150 years, the strike zone in baseball was whatever the guy crouching behind home plate decided it was. Officially, it is a precise rectangle, 17 inches wide, from the batter's knees to the midpoint of their torso, mathematical and objective, written into the rulebook since 1887. In practice, it was a moving target defined by habit, inconsistency, and the complete absence of real accountability. A player could argue, a manager could get ejected, the call stood regardless. The umpire went home, veterans earning up to $400K a year, and came back the next day to do it again. The data proving how bad it was had existed for years. Sites like umpire scorecards graded every umpire on accuracy and tracked every missed call. The numbers were damning, and they did not matter, because there was no mechanism to use them when it counted. Angel Hernandez retired after 33 years a couple of years ago, not because the league held him accountable, but because he chose to. He was the face of a system that protected mediocrity and had no answer for any of it. 1 year after he left, baseball finally built one. On opening night 2026, 4 years after Schwarber's meltdown, something happened that had never happened in the history of Major League Baseball.
Was a first ABS challenge. Any doubt in your mind there?
Nope. I wanted to go for it. I think it's really good. Keep everyone accountable, and give us a chance to really see if we are good with the song or not. You know, it's cool. I wish it was the other way around. I think when I'm trying to get the overtone call, but this time I didn't. Yeah, a little bit. I thought it was a little higher than what it shows, but at least it was close. Exactly. You don't have lunch, so just with the feeling. You go with the feeling on the pitch and decide if you're gonna challenge or not.
That was the first ABS challenge in MLB history. The challenge failed, the strike was confirmed, but something had permanently changed. For the first time in baseball history, a player had a way to fight back. Not by arguing, not by getting ejected, by tapping his helmet and letting the technology answer. Here's how the system works.
Is right. It can handle any system you tell it to, and what we're shooting for is something that matches the zone that players expect, and the zone that players are used to the umpires calling, and it's also sort of simple for players and fans to understand. So what we are going to use this spring is a 17-inch wide rectangle that is set halfway back on home plate, so 8.5 inches from the front of home plate. And if the ball touches any part of that rectangle on its way by, it's a strike. Otherwise, it's a ball.
No replay official in a booth, no 3-minute delay, no argument, no ejection, just the truth, or on the scoreboard for everyone in the building to see at the same time. The question was what that truth would reveal about the people who had been operating without accountability for decades.
Got him looking, challenge, immediate tap of the helmet. The Reds runners all hold.
Batters challenging the pitch.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. That's out of the zone. The AB continues. Now the 2-2. Called strike three. Tap the helmet again. He says it's off the plate away.
Batters challenging the pitch.
Here we go. Outside. The loudest cheers of the game. The Reds have hit 2 homers.
The broadcaster said it in real time. The loudest cheers in Cincinnati that day were not for the home runs. They were for a robot telling a veteran umpire he was wrong, twice in a row. That was just 2 calls. By the end of that afternoon, Buckner had 6 of 8 calls overturned. 6 on a video board in front of everyone. And the broader numbers confirmed it went far beyond one umpire. In the first 48 games of 2026, 94 calls overturned. More than half of all challenges succeeded, and the 10 oldest umpires in baseball had a 69% challenge overturn rate compared to 39% for the 10 youngest. 30 points separating them, a generation of habits built without accountability, finally being measured in real time, in public, with no way to hide from it. Here's where I want to slow down, because the easy version of this story is just umpire bashing. And that's not the full picture. These are ABS challenges that came back confirmed, borderline pitches that the umpire called correctly, pitches that clipped the edge of the zone by fractions of an inch, that looked outside from the batter's perspective but were just barely in. The system confirmed the call, the umpire was right, and this matters for 2 reasons. First, it shows the system is honest. It's not built to embarrass umpires, it's built to get calls right. When the umpire is right, the system says so publicly on the same scoreboard. That's accountability working in both directions. Second, it just shows how hard the job actually is. Some of these confirmed pitches are within 1/4 of an inch of the edge of the zone. The margin between right and wrong at the highest level of baseball is almost invisible. The umpires who are getting it right in those situations deserve the same recognition that the ones getting it wrong are receiving for their failures. The story of ABS is not that umpires are bad at their jobs. Most of them are not. The story is that for the first time we can tell the difference between the ones who are excellent, the ones who are acceptable, and the ones who have been coasting on tenure for years. And then there's the part nobody fully predicted, the players. ABS was always going to expose bad umpires. What nobody saw coming was how clearly it would also expose the players who genuinely did not know where the strike zone is. Salvador Perez, Kansas City Royals catcher. 79% ABS success rate this season, 19 wins and 5 losses. The man has spent his entire career watching pitches cross the zone from the best possible angle, and it clearly shows. ABS has given him a superpower. Then there's Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Strike 3, and Jazz is challenging.
Call is ball, or the call strike the batter's challenge.
Powered by T-Mobile. Let's see if Jazz is right. Right down the middle.
After the game, Chisholm fined himself $1,000, doubled the Yankees' internal fine, and laughed about it. Gunnar Henderson and James Wood of the Nationals are right there with him at 17%. 3 of the best young players in baseball, all of them apparently guessing about the strike zone and being publicly corrected for it every single time. Go back to that Sunday night in Philadelphia in 2022. Bottom of the 9th, a 1-0 game on the line, Schwarber at the plate against Josh Hader. He gets rung up on a pitch that has no business being called a strike, slams his bat, fires his helmet, and uses his hands to show an umpire exactly how bad he's been all night. Both sides. The broadcast crew agrees with him, the data backs him up, and it changes absolutely nothing. Hernandez ejects him, the Phillies lose, the umpire goes home. For 2 more years, that is how baseball worked. The player argued, the umpire won, the data existed somewhere in a spreadsheet and did not matter. In 2026, for the first time, the player taps his helmet and the scoreboard tells the truth. That is not a small thing. That is 150 years of baseball, finally getting something right. Drop your take in the comments, best ABS moment you've seen this season, or a challenge you've witnessed, or whether you think we should scrap human umpires entirely. I'll see you next time.